Hello, my name is Leticia Arrazola Kinslow, and this is a TFT for characteristics of quality interactions with school-age children. The intended audience for this training is providers who are working with school-age children before and after school care, and those who are using the Sakers book enrollment. I recommend to have this training open for enrollment the first week of the month, and then check in with the participants throughout, maybe once a week, twice, however often you feel it necessary. But at the end of the month, collect the packets and give credit to those who completed the training. You know your providers, so you would know who you would need to check in the most with, or if you email this training to the director, you can have the director check in on the participants. I do recommend that at the beginning of the month or during your open enrollment window to collect all the names and Georgia PDS numbers of the participants who you have currently taken this training. This way, at the end of the month, it will be easier for you to just check off the people who actually completed the training. This training is a distance learning training, meaning that you will email the participants or the director the packet, and they will need to print out the packet. It's important to print out the packet. This way they can take notes and highlight and actually be involved in the learning. If they decide not to print the entire packet and just have participants read the articles using their tablet or a computer, then I will also email you the workbook, just the assignments packet, and on the separate attachment I will do the reading articles. But I honestly recommend to just send out this entire packet as is and have the participants actually highlight, underline, and use the packet with the article along with the assignment. That way they can just go ahead and complete the assignments one at a time after reading the article, just how their to-do list will show you in just a second. The first page is just the instructions and your contact information. Make sure you put your name, email address, and the phone number, so whenever they have any questions, they can give you a call or email you with questions about the assignments and the training objectives. This is their to-do list. It includes their name, Georgia PDS number, the name of their program, and the date where they started and ended the training. All this information will help you at the end when you're completing your signing sheets. This just helps them stay organized. After every article, there's a short assignment for them to complete. And then the last thing is emailing you their completed packet. You will review the packet and then just have a simple conversation with them. Just the transfer of learning is not necessary to do, but it is recommended, especially if you're currently actively working with those programs. You want to debrief with the participant and make any clarifications needed. And also the training evaluation will be at the end of the packet. This is their first article. It just goes into a little bit of information of what quality interactions are. And this is their first assignment, the self-evaluation. This is the second article, and it goes over what quality interactions are and how it benefits the children in their care. Just a little summary on how language is important and how the enjoyment and the engagement of the participant or the provider, the childcare provider, it's so important in building those relationships with the children. And the second assignment, just answering a couple of questions of why interactions matter, why is it important. Make sure that when you get those packets, you read every single answer to all those questions before you debrief with them. Or if there's something that they quite did not gave a clear answer to, you can email them back to email you a response to a specific question. Just let them know to review article number 2 again, and this is the question that needs a little bit more information. This way you know that the participants actually understand the training, understand the content, and they're going to be able to apply it when the time comes in the classroom. This is article number 3, powerful interactions. This article is a little bit longer, but it goes into very detailed information on how the provider can build those relationships with the children to make those interactions count. Building those powerful relationships and how to approach children, from validating them, making their conversations personal, being respectful and accepting. Also how to help them by setting up their learning environments to support learning, but also to support creativity, independence, and an opportunity to have activities that require that interaction between peers, but also between the adult in the classroom and the children. Having those powerful interactions count, and how to make it be valuable, not just for the children, but for everyone in the room. We all know that when children are busy and doing something they actually enjoy, there's less behavior problems. It just goes in depth a little bit more on how that adult can actually connect and build connections, relationships, and be supportive with the children. And this is the assignment that goes along with that article. There are 4 questions, and again, just when you get it back, make sure that, especially this assignment will help you do a transfer of learning if you're able to be in the classroom and observe the provider. You can use this as an observation tool where you review how they planned to build those interactions with the children and how they are actually implementing their plan. This is the last article, and it goes a little bit into setting up the classroom, the types of materials to use with the children, and activities to offer. Setting up rich environments. The pictures in these articles are pictures that were shared with me by some of our TAs, and those are from programs that's how they set up their area. I think this is their cozy library area. And these are just a list of recommended materials to use with the children, and those are just pictures of some before and after school programs, how they had their setting. Some of them use the tables and some of them use the floor, and they have different dividers on separating the areas. And supervision, very important. And the last assignment goes into planning their environments. I do recommend to use the Saker's You, the purple book, with this assignment, and it is written into the training plan that participants can use that book to get a list of ideas on materials on what to add to their interest center. And in this plan, you can also use this plan as a transfer of learning opportunity if you're able to go to the classroom or to the cafeteria or wherever they set up their before and after school program. You can use this to check it off. You know, I see that you planned this type of interactions and materials for your pretend play area. Now let's go see how you actually set it up. And this will actually help a lot in maintaining that accountability in their planning. And this is a training evaluation that would also be attached to the end of the packet. And that's it. So I do recommend that you collect all the information from your providers, their name, their Georgia PDS number. That way you can start your signing sheet. And at the end of the month, you can collect those by email or mail or pick them up, and then just go over each packet. Make sure that you also collect the email address or some kind of way to contact the participant. You will be able to get it from their Georgia PDS account, but just make sure that you can get in touch with them if you need to give them feedback or get some kind of clarity on some of their answers. Make sure that you do email Kristen the signing sheet and the evaluation forms at the end of the training. Thank you so much, and if you have any questions, please feel free and email me at lkinslow, KINSLOW, @savannatech.edu. Thanks.